It is Makeover Monday, which is my favorite day of the week. I know I've missed a couple, but I am here with Mr. Darren Dreamer, and the drama surrounding this man from The Sims 2 is just crazy. So let's talk about Sims 2 Darren Dreamer. So he lives in Pleasant View with his son, Dirk Dreamer. His wife, Darleen Dreamer, has sadly died. So his biography says, Darren has missed his wife ever since her death. Will he ever get another chance at love? So in The Sims 2, he and his teenage son Dirk reside in the Dreamer household in the neighborhood of Pleasant View. Darren is a widower. His wife, Darleen Dreamer, is deceased before the game begins. Because he has no memory of the fire that killed her, it is safe to assume Darren wasn't present when she died. He's secretly and unrequitedly in love with his neighbor and best friend Cassandra Goth, but she's engaged to the town womanizer Don Lothario, who he considers an enemy. And in-game, Darren loves to paint and wants to be a full-time artist. Now, at one time, he had a job in the business career track, but he quit around the time of Darlene's death. Drama, and I just feel so sad for Darren. Like, he lost his wife and he was completely in love with her. He's in love with his best friend. She doesn't love him back. Like, how sad is that? But the drama, this is what I miss from The Sims. I miss the drama. I miss the lore. I miss the backstories. Please, can we get this back for Sims 5? Speaking of Sims 5, what I would love to see is maybe all of these Sims that we know and love, maybe they're teenagers. Maybe that's the timeline. I would love to see Bella Goth and Darren Dreamer, maybe not Cassandra Goth, but Don Lothario as teenagers. That would be really, really cool because we've not played that line of them. But anyway, spinny bits, and then I'm back with the Plum Love. So as you just saw in the makeover where I didn't touch any of his facial features, EA didn't do a bad job on Darren. He was pretty handsome. Now I'm going to be touching the sliders now, showing him some Plum Love, but I didn't change a lot because I didn't need to. And you're going to notice as well that in my version of Darren, I used the same beard both times because I just think that was his look. That looked really good. Now, in the first version of Darren, where I didn't touch his facial features, I wanted to bring out more of his bookworm side because that's one of his traits. And then in this version of Darren, I wanted to bring out more of his artistic side. So I imagine the made over Darren is a bit more quiet, bit more reserved, and this one's sort of loud, flashy, and bold. I don't know why I had that in my mind. Anyway, let's talk about Sims 3 Darren Dreamer. So he is a young adult and he lives in a large one-floor house in Lucky Palms, which is what that opening scene was. He has 20,000 simoleons in funds, and at the start of the game he is unemployed and has 7 skill points in painting and 1 point in handiness, charisma, cooking, and athletic. What a catch. And at this point in the game, he is romantically interested in his to-be spouse, Darleen Matlappen. And he is also well known around town, and he is a 2-star celebrity. So in this version of Darren Dreamer, his traits are artistic, bookworm, great kisser, he hates the outdoors, and he is a natural cook. His zodiac sign is Leo. His lifetime wish is to become an illustrious author, which doesn't really vibe with him being so good at painting and being well known for painting. He loves to paint landscapes even though he hates the outdoors. I found that a little bit weird. But anyway, his favorites are indie, cheesecake, and the color blue. Now, speaking of Darleen, you guys are probably wondering, if Darren's the only one on the thumbnail, why is this video so damn long? Surprise! I decided to pull Darleen away from her family that she lives with in Lucky Palms and give her a makeover as well. So that's why this video is so long, because we are going to take a visit to Darleen Matlapin. I think that's how you pronounce her surname. And we're going to talk a little bit about her. So he's coming along and he is looking mighty fine, if I do say so myself. Another thing that I kept the same from the first version to this version is I kept the same glasses because I thought they looked really good. I think they're by Tamo or Momo, I can't remember. But he just looks really, really good. Like EA, as the packs and as the new worlds came out, I think Lucky Palms was one of the last worlds to come out. As they came out, the Sims got better looking. Like, y'all remember John Burb looking like Beaker or Bert or Ernie from Sesame Street? And then you've got Darren Dreamer here, and he's just a Fitty McFitterson. So I'm really happy with that. Had a really good base to play with. And yeah, now we're on to his outfit. And again, I went for something a little bit more artsy. And also in this version, I gave him chest hair, leg hair, arm hair, feet hair, because I don't know, I just had it in my mind that he was a bit more manly and hairy in this version. I don't know what I was thinking. I can't remember what I dressed him in. Actually, yes, I do. I dressed him in this. This screams artsy to me. Does it not scream artsy to you? I don't know, but I liked it. And then, because I was very confused that he was wearing shorts because he hates the outdoors. So I figured that he would be like in his nice little one-story house constantly, but with the air conditioning on and some sort of jeans. I wanted to give him like some crazy pattern on his jeans, but it just didn't work out. So I can't remember if I went with cords or with jeans. Probably something from Diesel stuff. Oh no, from University Life. And then I put on some boots from Pixie Cat. And that is Darren Dreamer. He is looking all good and stuff. But I'm gonna pick up with you guys once we get to the made-over version of Darleen. Now I have to say, Darleen as a base is pretty darn cute. So again, it was really easy for me to make her over, and even easier when I got to the slider portion, because EA did a really good job. Like, I like to give credit where credit is due, and they definitely deserve credit for Darleen because it was a very easy base to work off of. But let's talk about Sims 2 Darleen. Bless her cotton socks, RIP, Darleen is dead in The Sims 2. And so it says in her bio that Darren and Dirk still live in the family's house at 195 Main Street in Pleasant View, and her grave is in the backyard. Her ghost haunts the lot, but it is possible to resurrect her with the power of the Resurrect-O-Nomatron phone from The Sims 2 University or the genie from Free Time. Players can get Darren or Dirk to bring her back to life. If this is done, Darleen will return with a blank personality. I wonder if that means that she doesn't know her husband, which is quite sad. Like, the whole backstory is super duper sad. I don't like to think that she died in a fire. It just makes me upset. Very, very upset. There's also a little bit of like discrepancy with Darleen in The Sims 2. So there are two Darren Dreamers. One of them, Hidden Darleen, is created with Darren and Dirk and recognizes Darren as a spouse and Dirk as a son, but it's not possible to resurrect this version of her. And then the other Darleen is the Darleen who has the family relationship with Dirk, but does not recognize Darren as a husband and can be resurrected. They look alike in some ways, but the unresurrectable Darren Dreamer wears a white floral sundress and has an unusual hairstyle, while the resurrectable Darren Dreamer wears a purple overshirt. It is impossible to know which one is real and which one is fake. Again, mystery, drama, things that need to return to The Sims 5 if The Sims 5 ever decides to make an appearance. But anyway, this is Darleen, and look at how cute she is. And look at how many hairstyles worked on her. I was very surprised because when you've got certain face shapes, some hairs don't work, some do, but I wanted to go with a short hairstyle for this version of Darleen because that's what she originally had. And then in the one where I did the extreme makeover, I was kind of like, oh, screw it, I'm gonna put on whatever kind of hair that I want. But for this version, I wanted to keep it as close to the original as possible, so I went with this really cute shorter hairstyle, which again will be from the Plum Blobs retexture category. And yes, I dressed her in her favorite colors, which is lilac, and I used a Showtime dress, one that I don't think I've ever used probably since Showtime came out, but that is by the by. We are almost to the spinny bit, so I'll pick up with you when we get to the extreme version of Darleen. So let's talk about Sims 3 Darleen. She is obviously a pre-made sim living in Lucky Palms, and she lives with her parents, Omar and Mariana Matlapin. I can't say that surname. And she's really good friends with them. And then she has Darren's romantic interest, and then she's got a bunch of friends. So she's quite popular. So her little biography says, young Darleen has a sweet disposition and a kind and generous nature. She is interested in writing and the arts and has a crush on a certain local artist. So if you play these versions of Darleen and Darren, or if you've ever played them in Lucky Palms, do you get them together? What do you do with them? I'm always interested to know what people do with the Townie Sims that we all know and love. Anyway, Darleen's actually in the music career, and I believe she's level 1 because she is a fan, and her traits are artistic, charismatic, childish, family-oriented, hopeless romantic. Her zodiac sign is Virgo, and her lifetime wish is to be surrounded by family. Her favorites are Latin, key lime pie, and lilac. So for the first version, where I just made her over, didn't touch any of her facial features, I was going more for the romantic side of Darleen, and then for this version I was going for a little bit more artistic and edgy. And I've got to say that this version of Darleen is my favorite. I really love her. Now I'm finding out that all of these Sims that I grew up playing in The Sims 2 are in The Sims 3. I don't know if somebody mentioned it in one of my other Townie Makeovers that I should make over Darren and Darleen, but I can tell you that these Sims make an appearance in Pleasant Sims's Pleasant View Sims 3 Let's Play on YouTube. Guys, if you haven't checked that out, please go and check out that series. I highly recommend it, and there is so much drama. It's like The Sims 2 ended, and this series picks it right back up in The Sims 3. Don Lothario is Don Lothario, and Darren's actually a bit of a Lothario as well, and I'm pretty sure in that series he's been with Cassandra, he's been with the Caliente, and I'm pretty sure Dirk has been with the Caliente. It's just all convoluted and messy, but it is brilliant. Please go and check out that series. You definitely will not regret it. And I really want to use Darren and Darleen for something. I want to use all these Sims for something. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to use these Sims that I've been giving Townie Makeovers to because it's just so nice to see them. I absolutely love it. But anyway, we're in Lucky Palms, aren't we? And it is Makeover Monday, isn't it? So what I want to do is I want to give away a copy of Lucky Palms. So if you would like Lucky Palms, please comment down below with your Sims Forum username, and I will do a randomizer and pick a winner that way. Now, this will probably end at the beginning of August. I like to let these run for about a month just to give people a chance. So get to commenting down below. Also, let me know if you put these guys in your game, are they going to just be romantic interests, or is Darren gonna get with Cassandra Goth, but in The Sims 3 Cassandra's not even born. So if you end up playing with them, how are you going to play out their lives? I'd love to see Darren and Darleen get together. I think it would be great. And it would make me happy. It would make all my like childhood nostalgia come back up. That's what this is. When I do these Townie Makeovers and I'm seeing these Sims, I have so much love and nostalgia. And Sims is just the best game. Like, I want to cry about it. Oh, and I forgot to say about her skills. She does have skills when you first start the game. So she's got 2 in charisma, 1 in cooking, 1 in handiness, and 1 in painting. And their download links will be down below in the description with their CC lists, of course. I've tried to go a little bit lighter on the CC outfits. I think for this version of Darleen, only her top is CC and everything else is in-game, because I'm really starting to appreciate the things that we have in-game for The Sims 3. We've got a lot of good clothing. Like, we all know the hair is trash and tragic. But the clothing is not too shabby. So we're moving on to her outfit, and I love the top that I give her. It's that top with the little, it's a crop top with the knot. And I think it just looks really good on this version of Darleen. But anyway, I'm rambling. We've talked about the drama from The Sims 2. I would love to see the drama return in The Sims 5. And I want to know what you guys are going to do with Sims 3 version of Darren and Darleen. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up right here. Love you, and leave you guys with some music. Again, comment down below if you would like to win a copy of Lucky Palms. I'll put up on the screen somewhere when I'm going to end the giveaway and draw a winner. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to do all those cool interweb things, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you've got that bell ding dong so you'll be notified whenever I do upload. But for now, I'm gonna skedaddle. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys. Bye!